Hello, and welcome back to another RuneScape Update Day video. With today's update, we see the release of Novtumberfest, and free-to-play got some much-needed love. And when I say they got much-needed love, they got a lot of love. This week we introduce a tome's worth of content additions for new players, including fletching, quests, armor, and more. You'll also be able to take part in our new seasonal in-game event. Novtumberfest. Russet leaves are falling where the beach party once thronged, and the inhabitants of Lumbridge are taking their gloves and scarves out of storage for another brisk autumn season. Be that as it may, no amount of wind and cold can dampen their spirits. They're ready to celebrate once more. It's Novtumberfest. Heady pints and eye-catching lederhosen abound for the next 4 weeks in this latest skilling extravaganza. You'll be able to train an agglomeration of skills, from Slayer to Prayer, farming to summoning, with no entry fee and no XP cap. Which means that you can skill as long as you want, as many times as you want per day. More the roaming lone wolf type. Keep an eye out for Gunther's Cart, which will be running into trouble every 3 hours in free-to-play areas. XP will flow for the adventurer who helps him out. Rewards? Of course there will be rewards. Aside from the opportunity to train with your friends in style, we're offering a selection of Novtumberfest themed pets, animals, outfits, gear, and a party animal title to those who give it their all, free players included. Bottoms up. Free-to-play content additions. Yeah, you read that right. We're opening up a truckload of content for free-to-players. Because unlike those jumbo multi-packs of chocolate, RuneScape is something that's genuinely better shared. No point dallying. Here's a list of content that is now available to all. Starting with quests, we have A Soul's Bane, Priest in Peril, Gertrude's Cat, Missing Presumed Death, Perils of Ice Mountain, including the ability to smith pickaxes, Song from the Depths, and the first level of the Grotworn Cavern, Broken Home, as well as the post-quest content, bar Asylum Surgeon Ring, which is still members. As such, the explorable area for free players has been expanded up to Mauritania and the dig site at Silvaria. Skills and abilities. Fletching has been made a free-to-play skill. This opens up a lot of more content for free players. Ironmen that are free-to-play no longer have to go around buying their ammo. They can make it themselves, which is actually really nice. All combat abilities, excluding Metamorphosis, Berserk, and abilities unlocked by members' content. Weapons and armor. Offhand weapons, coifs, studded leather armor, hard leather chaps, hard leather cowl, spider silk shield, carapace shield, wizard armor, including the boots and shield. Extras. Shooting Star D&D, Evil Tree D&D, access to the Warriors Guild, including the ability to gain defenders. And finally, it's time to go into the patch notes. And my god, the patch notes has been made a list 10 miles long. Starting off the patch notes this week, we have graphical. The issue preventing retro skill capes from activating has been resolved. Laura's chat head now consistently animates while speaking to her. Next up is skills, D&Ds, and minigames. The measure of progress for blueprint discovery has been improved with the addition of very good, placed between good and excellent. Players now stop pulling prawn crackers once they are destroyed. So I'm assuming that's after they've all been used up. Next up, we have ninja skill fixes. Green, blue, red, black, and royal dragonhide boots have been added, available in a similar manner to the corresponding van braces. Conversation options on sawmill operators have been rewritten to loop back to the start of the chat. Limestone bricks and mystic armor have been added to the crafting skill guide. Carapace armor set now includes a carapace shield. The spider silk armor set now includes a spider silk shield. Players can now craft a black strip of cloth from balls of black wool. Neither strips or balls are destroyed once dropped. And next up we have ninja skill fixes fletching. I told you, the patch notes list for this week is 10 miles long. Because look at how many patches there are for just skill fixes. And I'm pretty sure one of these lists is even longer than that. Carrying on, fletching is now a free-to-play skill. Free players can now fletch equipment with wield requirements up to level 50. Bronze, bluerite, iron, steel, silver, mithril, adamant, and rune crossbows, arrows, darts, and bolts, up to diamond bolts inclusive, normal, oak, willow, maple, teak, yew, and magic short bows, and shield bows, and up to Bobby Strangler in Daemonheim. The exception is when such equipment is either locked behind members' content or situated outside of the free-to-play area, such as smithing dart tips, which require tourist trap. Free players can now pick and spin flex into bowstrings, as well as spin sinew into crossbow strings. Players can now craft gems from opal through diamond. I'm assuming they mean craft them into bolt tips. Free players can now craft mithril grapples. For some of the dungeoneering patches, we have the smuggler can now sell bowstrings to free players. Dungeoneering equipment up to and including T50, Zephyrium, Body Strangler, Spinal Leather, Duskweed, and Powered Water Staff is now equipable and craftable in free-to-play. Dungeoneering T60 equipment, Argonite, Thicket, Galley Leather, Soul Bell, and Powered Earth Staff isn't craftable for free-to-players, but it is equipable and can potentially be acquired through drops. The Icy Bones Dungeoneering boss can now drop throwing knives for free players. On the next list, we have Ninja D&D and minigame fixes. The game's necklace possesses a teleport to Agaroth when a Shadow over Ashdale is completed. A filtered message has been added to display points, added to the currency pouch when defeating animated armor in the Warriors Guild. Next is Ninja Quest fixes. The Anger Mace from A Soulsbane is now wielded and named as a two-handed maul. The Anger Axe has also been made two-handed to better suit the model. Cosmetic overrides for the Anger Sword, Battle Axe, Maul, and Spear can now be unlocked by completing the A Soulsbane quest. That is a really nice update, because I remember back in the day, those items looked so nice to have. The member skill level requirement for Perils of Ice Mountain has been reduced from 10/11 to 5 to accommodate the member skill cap for free players. The XP reward for completing Perils of Ice Mountain is now given in the form of a lamp. During Gertrude's Cat, only the crate containing Fluff's kittens will jiggle, and only once Fluff's has been fed. The quest information for Death Plateau no longer asks for a pickaxe, since all players now possess this in their tool belts as a default item. For the list of other patches, Count Check has resumed his residence of the Stronghold of Security's first level. Players who have upgraded their security settings should now seek him there to claim rewards. The area at the Grand Exchange that hides familiars is now smaller. The War Priest armor effect will now only work when 3 or more pieces are equipped. Changing the Elite Void Armor color will no longer replace keepsake to superior elite items with non-superior versions. The entire lava maze has been restored to single combat only. The client no longer crashes when the window header is placed over the ribbon in edit mode. Improved likelihood of receiving low chance components when auto disassembling while logged in to better match chances with regular disassembly. And now on to the Ninja Wilderness fixes. Free players can now pass through the high-risk wilderness wall, which remains intact. The wander range of the Chaos Elemental remains unchanged. Blue dragons have been added to the wilderness north of the Forgotten Cemetery to provide a source of blue dragon hide for free players. Red dragons now drop between 1 to 8 rune darts. 8 is no longer guaranteed. The Mage Arena cave, accessed from the lever north of the Mage Arena, is now accessible to free players. The Banker and Rune Seller are now visible on free worlds, but Collodion is not. Free players can now use the lever in the Deserted Keep to teleport to Edgeville. Members will still be teleported to Ardougne when they use the lever. Green dragons are now available for free players. Red Dragon Isle is now accessible for free players. Red Dragon Hide is accessible for free to play, but cannot be tanned or crafted into leather or equipped on free worlds. In free worlds, blue dragons no longer drop the base / bass. They drop lobsters instead. It's always funny to say that they've dropped the base instead of saying they've dropped the bass. It's always funnier to say that. Carrying on. The boss pets for the Chaos Elemental, Giant Mole, and King Black Dragon can now drop in free worlds. However, the King Black Dragon boss pet still requires 99 summoning. Achievements for Chaos Elemental, Giant Mole, and King Black Dragon no longer display a member requirement. And I believe this is the last list of patches for the week. Yes. Ninja fixes for free to play. Kittens from Gertrude's Cat are now free to play. They can grow into cats, become overgrown, and can even become a purple cat upon completion of Swept Away. Swept Away's post-quest content, excluding the Sorcerer's Garden and Members Area rewards, are now accessible for free players. The first 4 tasks of Doric and Boric from Doric and Boric after What's Mine Is Yours is now available for free players. The Members Fence east of Varrock has been removed to allow unrestricted access to Silvaria, the area east of the Lumberyard up to and including Paterdomus. The eastern border of the free-to-play area is now defined by the River Salve. The barrier east of the Mage Training Arena has been removed. The fences and blocking between the Mage Training Arena and the Exam Center have been removed. Free players can now enchant, wear, and trade sapphire jewelry, including the Ring of Recoil, Bracelet of Clay, and Games Necklace, Sands Teleport, in addition to the Amulet of Magic. Coins can now be crafted by free players and have been redubbed as studded leather coifs. They can be crafted by adding studs to the leather cowl. Free players can now smith bronze, iron, steel, mithril, adamant, and rune pickaxes after completing the Perils of Ice Mountain quest. And I think that'll do it for the patch notes this week. So, I do hope you all enjoyed the video this week. I'm not sure what I'm gonna start doing as far as calling these videos. Whether I want to start saying RuneScape weekly update or keep saying RuneScape update day. I will definitely have to decide if I want to change it up or just keep it the same. Anywho, I will catch you all in the next video. Have a good one, guys.